Supernova 333 here, and I have had so many clairvoyant messages come through that I wanted to do this video for those of you searching for spiritual answers. And this is going to be hopefully very helpful for people going through some things in the month of April coming up. This is for everyone watching. My capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Now, this is going to be pick a stone, their necklaces. We're just going to keep it simple. One's black, one's green, one's brown. If you want to go off the names, we have onyx, green aventurine, and tiger's eye. Take your time, pause it if you need to. Pick which one resonates most with you, 1, 2, or 3, black, green, or brown. If you chose black or number 1, these are your messages. First one being non-attachment. I am certain that I will reach my goal while letting go of how it will happen. And that's a tough one. You got goblins for your map oracle. And from the heart deck, you got listen. 5 and 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 represents change, number 1s. And number 2 represents the direction that you're moving in. You have to go with the flow of the direction that you are going in and know that you are going in the right direction. As long as you're learning how to change. Right, Claire. Okay. Number 5, goblins. Fear is an illusion, number 1. Choose love today. Forgive yourself and others. Goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin card's appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of the negativity. Now, a lot of times in our emotions, we forget to breathe. It is essential that you take these breaths very seriously, number 1, especially when you're in tears and upset, because breathing releases those negative energies. And when you hold your breath, you're holding them inside of you. Let them go. It's often difficult to deal with someone else's issues because they impact your own. No one is perfect, but in this case, you're particularly vulnerable to being manipulated. Don't take this world personally. When the Goblin's card arrives reversed, it's a sign to step back with detachment. Don't let other people's stuff lead you into reacting from an old wound. Love yourself unconditionally. Set boundaries, and your goblins will fall asleep. Love is the only answer. Now, my map oracle has reversed. I know duality. It's a part of life, accepted and understood. There's good and there's bad. Number one, you have to understand that the way you feel is legitimate to your journey. And you have to accept that and choose to love yourself no matter how you're feeling. And accept yourself from a place of love instead of fear. And your next card was listen, number 2. The listen card says, take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. I was just talking to somebody about that this morning. And we do have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears to hear not only the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said as well as what is said. This is crucial to understanding the person or situation. Understanding is essential to improving the relationship or situation. Remember, once again, to center yourself and use all your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to your partner, parents, children, friends, co-workers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most important, give this gift to yourself. Tune into your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? Meditate, number 1. Your affirmation here is, I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the message I hear. You can, when you meditate and you breathe through your stomach and not the chest, and you find a space in the mind where your thoughts are uncontrolled completely, you will hear the divine God voice within you naturally that is really screaming to come out, but it will be so much more clear. And that, number 1, is your message or your messages. And I truly hope that the month of April brings you prosperity. Okay, number 2, honesty, metamorphosis, number 25, and observe, number 12. Honesty, number 2, I am fair and honest, and that attracts fairness and honesty into my life. We are reflections of what we think or what we are putting out into the world. So if you, number 2, are being fair and honest, then that is what you should expect from the people that you have around you. You are in the presence of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as a snake sheds its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that is draining, or unhealthy habits. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss involved, but you'll love what you become. And with that said, you have to let go. I'm going to read the reversed, because duality is a part of life and it has to be expected. There are times of chaos and darkness that occur, much like the growing pains experienced by the caterpillar who is in the process of becoming a butterfly. There is a tendency to expect the worst when the first signs of difficulty arise. When something is taken away or unwanted circumstances come to challenge you to let go of old ideas about how life is supposed to be. You are not a victim, rather you're experiencing the temporary discomfort when we all must go through before the beauty is revealed. And that's the thing, number 2, about feeling a certain way and not moving through those feelings. Do not get stuck in the pain, number 2. It is a part of life, and once you can see yourself as beautiful in the pain and walk through it, you will become that butterfly. Observe, number 12. You must release the old. Number 2, surrender to the new. Reconsider your life and the decisions that you've made, and have patience with these cycles. These 7-year cycles, I don't know if you're paying attention, but go back and think. That'll give you a different perspective on life, because these 7-year cycles in life are real, and we must acknowledge them and accept the change. And if the acceptance of that change is difficult, we have to learn how to change ourselves in order to accept the change around us. A new understanding around matters of the heart is waiting to be revealed to you. Be still and observant. Now is not the time to take action. Instead, take a step back and wait. Reflect upon the relationship or issue. What is really happening? Release the need or desire to direct the relationship and simply go with the course of events. When you surrender to the experience, you'll learn a great deal and ultimately get what you truly need. Sometimes it's in releasing that we discover what we really need as opposed to what we think we need. Trust the process, have faith in the journey, and let go of the outcome. Although forward progress may appear to be slow, now is the time for patience. All things come in the appropriate time and cycle. Progress in improving a current relationship or finding a new relationship will happen when the time and energies are right. When you're open and receptive to the needed change, it will happen. During the process of simply observing, you can also gain a new perspective on your situation. How might you think differently about it? Look at your relationship through the eyes of an impartial stranger. What insights might the stranger offer you? Listen to the observations with an open mind and heart. By taking a fresh look, you'll bring in energies of awareness and transformation. Your affirmation number 2 is, I now take a step back and observe my situation in a new light. Now listen, number 2, if you're going through something that has really got you upset, I want you to hear me now, okay? Because whatever it is that you wanted with a passion and all of your heart that you did not receive, I can promise you, you were not ready. You think that you were receptive to the energies that you were asking for, but you were not ready. Does not mean you won't be. It just means you weren't. Continue to stay positive on your journey, number 2, and know that whatever you thought you needed, you didn't think through. Because the universe knows better than you, and you just weren't ready. I wish you all a prosperous April. Here you go, number 3. Respect, encouragement, and just breathe. That is a beautiful card. Respect. I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. There's a glare. Can you see that? I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. Number 3, I challenge you in the morning when you wake up. First thing you do when you're drinking your water, because you're going to drink water before you even think about anything else to put in your body, and you're going to say to yourself those words respectfully, saying them as you drink the water and pour this water and energy into your body. I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. Encouragement. Number 54. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need, and you won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. That's your encouragement, number 3. Now, with life, there's duality, and I'm going to read the reversed here. A misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam. Being too self-reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become too discouraged. All is well, and you can always start again. Take another road and surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power. You can't always get what you want, but Spirit knows your needs. Something better awaits you right around the corner, number 3. That's why you're here listening to me right now. So please take heed and know that all the seeds that you have planted in the past, that you have forgotten about, they are in the darkness right now, growing. They just can't be seen. So let's move on to the next card and just breathe. Just breathe, number 3. Number 4 represents the angels, and the powers that be and spirit guiding, protecting, and surrounding you at this time. You are surrounded and protected in your journey, no matter good or bad. The divine does not judge these things. You judge yourself only. You're going to make the mistakes, and you're going to have to go through those mistakes to learn the process of life so that you can make the right decision the next step that you take, because you're going to get up and you're going to keep taking these steps. Just breathe. Step back, number 3. Reconnect. Rest for a moment. Recharge yourself. Source is strong, but we get weak, and we need to repower ourselves in order to give back. So much time and effort can be expended in maintaining current relationships or in creating new ones that it's easy to forget to just stop and breathe once in a while. This life is not just about connecting with other people. The most important connections you can have are with the divine and your higher self. This is a good time to take a break from your personal relationships and reconnect with your spiritual self. Set aside a few minutes every day to sit quietly and just be. And number 3, you can do that just first thing in the morning when you're drinking your water. Because I know you know that the 3D life is real. We got to live, we got to pay these bills, and we got to do what we have to do to survive. But you have to take time for yourself and keep spirit alive. 3. The Holy Trinity within. 3. Mind, body, and spirit. 3. In addition to caring for your spiritual self, look after your physical body. Get plenty of sleep, eat healthy foods, and exercise. Treat yourself to a movie or take a walk in nature. Step away from any cares around matters of the heart and just breathe. By taking time for yourself, you'll recharge your emotional batteries and have more energy to invest in your relationships. And when I say breathe 3, what I mean is breathe consciously through your stomach and not your chest, and allow your third eye to be activated and connected to your divine mind, your higher mind, your God voice, however you want to put it. The month of April may be very, very difficult for some of you who have kind of pushed some things to the side that have hurt from the past that you didn't want to deal with. But I can promise you, number 3, it doesn't matter how long you wait. It doesn't matter how much you numb or how you deny. Those pains are going to come back to be felt. So hell, I say we might as well go ahead and feel them now. Might as well go ahead on and understand that our feelings are here for a reason, and we must respect our feelings and allow them to be felt in order to heal. Because number 3 is I have a feeling you are my healers. You are more in tune than most. And you are here to make a difference in people's lives that you would have never imagined you could touch. But you are touching them. So thank you. Take care of yourselves. And I hope April is a prosperous month for you all. Peace.